How's it going, everybody? So once again, Stylus has blessed us with yet another update. Now this update is mostly focused on the scopes, the ACOG scopes, not like the sniper scopes, but the ACOG scopes and like the PKA and the M145 and those kind of scopes. Also, I'm sorry if I sound kind of sick. I've been kind of sick recently. Anyways, this update is so big and important. It's not big in like content or like features or mechanics or anything, but it's big in that this is going to change the game. I mean, it already has changed the game because the update's already out, but you know what I mean. Because now those scopes, the mid-range ACOG scopes, it's going to change how mid-range and long-range rifles work, like the carbine, or not carbines, what are they called? DMRs are going to be totally different now. I bet DMRs are going to be used a lot more because the mid-range scopes are actually much more, you know, they're usable now. But it's just great for the game because it basically just adds a ton of new optics, because before nobody was using these optics. Maybe a couple people, maybe occasionally, but there were very few that were actually good, and now it's actually like, it's legitimately good. Like, I've been using these for a while and it just feels so much better. You can instantly tell how much better it feels to use these scopes. So yeah, the new scopes, game changing, definitely game changing. And Stylus, thank you so much. They finally fixed all the scopes, and scopes that used to be terrible and obsolete and nobody used them, some of them are like really good now actually. But anyways, yeah, the scopes are great, but they also changed some recoil patterns. I'm not exactly sure what guns it was, but it's not really a big deal. The M107, I'll show the M107 got some new recoil, and it's definitely pretty interesting. It's much more violent, feels much more violent, but I mean, it doesn't really change anything. It's kind of just like an aesthetic thing for me, at least. I didn't notice any like gameplay difference. I was like, oh wow, I hip fired it and it did that. That's crazy. Anyways, so a couple new recoil things, but the big thing, one of my favorite things about this update, probably the second biggest thing, is the new recoil stats. Not only did they add like a ton of new numbers that indicate how your recoil works, but they added this whole like simulation thing to check out your recoil like in real time without having to spawn it. You can do it like on the attachment screen. Now I can't really make any sense of the numbers, but the little simulation thing alone that shows your recoil patterns, it's huge. It's huge and it's awesome, because in real time you can just change your attachments, change your conversions, and instantly see how it changes your recoil. So now finding the best setups is going to be a million times easier. So that's huge. I love that part. And of course they also just had some bug fixes, stuff like that, quality of life. But yeah, I'm not going to make this video too long, but this is just Stylus. This is great. This is amazing. You know, the player count was already going up after the July 4th update, and now not even a month later we have another big update that is it's huge. There's not even any new content. There's no guns, there's no melees, there's no maps. It's just the scopes and stuff and the recoil, and it's huge. I've said this a couple times already, but it's a game-changing update for sure. Just a couple weeks ago, this game was only at like 4,000 active players, and right now it's at, let's see, 5,700, and 5,700 is definitely an improvement. I haven't seen this game with that many players for a long time. Years ago, this game used to have like 20,000 people, but that's, you know, that's different. Maybe we'll get back there someday, hopefully, but anyways, this is still a welcome improvement. But yeah, this update is just great. Hopefully we start getting even more updates. Just by the last two updates, you can already tell that the development team, the developer is just, they're getting back into it, clearly. And hopefully this game has, you know, a lot of good to come. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like and a sub, and until next time.